Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to teach you a really cool location effect that's actually completely self-working. It's mathematical by nature, and I just love those classic mathematical, impossible to figure out tricks. Let's get into it. Alright, so check this out. Through the years of handling cards so much and playing poker so much, I've sort of developed a sort of sense for the playing cards, both physically and sort of intuitively. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, so let's say we had a 5-card hand. Just say stop anytime, and we get a random 5-card hand. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 cards. And those really could have been any 5 cards at all from a shuffled deck. But now, if I had a person here, I'd just give them these cards and they can just think of one. But since we don't, we'll just take one out randomly. All right, so let's say they took the 7 of clubs here. All right, so, but in reality, I would never know this card. Only they would know it. All right, so now they would take the card and just cut it somewhere into the deck. All right, so now here's where my my senses come into play to figure out exactly where your card might be. And I'll do that by sort of feeling these cards here that you didn't choose. All right, so first I'll just take one of them and I cut the deck somewhere. Maybe right here feels right about this card. Yeah, that feels pretty good there. Maybe again, I'll take this card here, just feel around. Maybe, no, maybe that's too heavy. Maybe right there feels good. Maybe take another one, feel around for maybe where it might be. That feels pretty good there. Last but not least, I'll take one more of the cards that you didn't choose. And that doesn't feel right. Maybe, nah, maybe, ooh, right there. Oh, this one's kind of tricky today. I don't know. Ooh, yeah, right there feels good. I think with these cuts, I was able to locate exactly where your card is in the deck. So with these cards that you didn't choose, we have a ace, a 9, a 5, and a 3. So we just go through these values of ones that you didn't choose. And if my cuts were correct, these cards should tell me something about where your card is. I know it seems crazy, but this is what I do. All right, so we have a 1, so we just place one card here for the ace. So next we have a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want to cheat you now. Now we have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And finally we have a 3, so 1, 2, and 3. Now think about this. You could have said stop anywhere in the deck and had any 5 random cards that you wanted to. Then you just thought of a card and then put that card back into the deck anywhere you wanted to. And just by feel alone, I gathered that these 4 cards should lead us to one card, which is right here, through my cuts that I made for the first time. What was your card? Alright, so the 5 cards in particular that you will need for this effect is any ace, 3, 5, 7, and 9. The suits don't matter, and the order doesn't matter. Alright, so these can be just mixed up, and I recommend that you do mix them up so they don't see or recognize a pattern or anything like that. Now you will need a breather crimp or any sort of a locator card, but I'm just using a crimp, and that goes 16 from the face. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. That goes 16 from the bottom. And these just go on top, ready to force however you would like to. You can use any type of force that you want. I use the dribble force, but you can just as easily do a riffle force. All right, so when they say stop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they get those 5 random cards. Now, or they seem random, but they're actually forced. There were those 5 cards that we set up. All right, so now you just give these to them, and you want to make sure when you do any kind of force that cuts the deck that the crimp goes back where it was, 16 from bottom. All right, so now when you give these to them, you just have them spread it like a poker hand and have them think of one, and then when they do, have them take it out. Maybe they go for the 3 this time and put it on top of the deck, and then give the deck a cut. Now what you do is you have to cut at the crimp to send it to the bottom of the deck, thus putting their card at the 16th position from the top of the deck. All right, so you do that by pretending to sort of, sense the cards and say, I think these cards tell me that I have to cut right here. Whatever your presentation wants to be, but you cut at the crimp and put it on the bottom of the deck. So now their card is 16 from top. And you can keep, pretending to sense the cards and cutting each time, but the final cut that you make, you want to have that crimp on the bottom of the deck. All right, so now here's where the sort of the bluff counting comes into play, which is quite nice. You will take the cards that they didn't choose and turn them face up. So since you know which cards they were, all you do is you determine which card they took. In this case, we can see that they obviously took the 3, right? So now you just have to subtract 3 from 10, which gives us 7. And 7 in this case will be your key card, or the card that you do last for the counting. So you can start just by taking a random card out, maybe the 5, and you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without reversing the order. Keep them how they are and put them on the table. All right, next you take out a random card, as long as it's not the 7 in this case. All right, so maybe you take out a 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next we have an ace or a 1, so that's 1. At this point, mathematically, their card will be on top of the deck, all right, that 3 of hearts. But you can't count 7 cards and get to it because it's on top. So just like how you were doing these, it makes logical sense to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then, although it looks like, even though you just counted 7 cards, it's still on the top there. But logically, they feel like that you just counted 2 7 cards, but really you didn't. It was just a bluff, right? So blah blah blah. These are the cards you didn't choose. What was your card? Boom, the 3. So what happens if they do something different? If they had chosen the 7, we'll just put it right there at number 16. Again, you just subtract 7 from 10, and that'll give us the 3 as the key card, because 7 or 10 minus 7 equals 3. So that's the card that we do last in this count, all right? So remember, it's 1, and then the 9. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the last card is the 3 in this case, 1, 2, 3, right? So that's how it works. And that's the same for each card, except for the 5, which I'll explain right now. So again, to illustrate, I have the 5 at number 16, and this is what happens if they choose the 5, all right? So as soon as you turn them face up, you can see if they did choose the 5. All you do here is take these values and have them add them together, okay? And it'll always be 20 if they chose the 5, all right? So 9 plus 1 is 10, 7 plus 3 is 10, giving us 20. And so, since that's at number 16, 16 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 is, yep, you guessed, 20. All right, so have them add these together. They get 20, put these on top, and then maybe have them give it a false cut. You can coach them through the OC cut like this, and then have them deal the 20 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Alright guys, so as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this video. It truly does mean the world to me. And so if you learned something new, or if you got value from the video, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and sub to the channel. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.